back to another episode of Plant-Based Dads. I'm Joey.
And I'm Tim. And what's cooking?
Alright, so today we've got the air fryer episode. Right. So, do you know what the number one thing people say to me at the gym is? They're like,
it's not.
They're like, Joey, what the hell's an air fryer? Right?
No, seriously, it has happened. And this last week, I think we had 3 different people ask me, what do we use it for, or what is it about? What this is a convection oven, just miniaturized. So for us, it works great because it's not going to heat up the whole house,
right,
having to use the oven. So if I just need to make something for Lex after school, or we're meal prepping, it's kind of off out of the way, doing its thing. So we're going to go through that today, I guess, right?
We're going to talk about 3 things we cook in the air fryer. 2 of them, like every week, on some of the other videos you've seen us prep. And it's a big deal. This is going to be an intro to air frying. We're going to cook some baked potatoes, which are so good in the air fryer. Every time I take an air fryer baked potato and post on Instagram, I get so many people commenting going, how did you cook that? It's so simple.
So what is it you like? Is it a little bit of crispiness or what?
It's just like cooking in the oven. Okay. There's no loss whatsoever.
Right.
And I don't put anything on it. We'll talk about that.
Then we've got corn,
which we've used many times.
Yeah, so cooking a bunch of this, so I have it during the week for burrito bowls or for burritos, anything we want to add to something. We've got the pico that we make weekly, that some of that will go in there.
We'll post a link to that video, yes.
Yeah, so this is one of those things where we just know we're going to need these for the week. And then thirdly,
I made some falafel balls. We'll do that in a future episode on how we made those, but we're just going to cook those in the air fryer. That's what's left. I had a bunch of them. I usually freeze them, take a few out a day or 2 at a time, throw them in the air fryer when I'm cooking something else, and I've got some falafel, right? So we'll do that just to show you how it's done, but basically I want to give you a little intro to air fryer.
Yeah, we're going to show you how we make use of the air fryer in our lives. So.
Yeah, we may be fat vegans, but we're oil free.
But we're working. We have a goal. So.
We're going to show you how to do it. You ready to get started?
Let's get started.
Let's get started. Why are we high-fiving? All right, so the first thing we're going to do is get this thing started, right?
So we've got a Philips brand. It's kind of a touch screen. It defaults to 390. And for potatoes, I think that's what you cook at, right?
I think that's what we're using for all of these.
Yeah,
so 390 is kind of it.
And I'll push the power button. Play. There we go.
You'll hear it kind of start up, almost like a microwave. It's running, and
it's like a fan. That's the fan you're heating for the convection.
It's going to start heating and do its convection thing, and then as soon as it's ready, it's reached the temperature, it'll make a noise.
All right, Joe. So while this is warming up, what have you done to prep your potatoes? Just in case people don't know or want to know if it's different.
Absolutely. First of all, I've washed these potatoes very well. I've got my potato brush, right? You don't need this brush. You can use any vegetable brush. But I take the potatoes, I spray them with a vegetable-based vegetable cleaner, right? At the store. And I scrub that with this brush, and it'll be brown. I rinse all that vegetable cleaner off.
Yeah, I assume even if you've got vinegar, that'll do the trick as well.
Some vinegar on it,
And then these are organic, just to feel safer.
They're organic. I rinse them a second time and scrub them a second because we're eating the skin, right? Like I eat the whole potato. I'm not eating dirt, so I want it to be clean. Yeah. You can see that I poked fork holes in the potatoes.
Oh yeah,
right? Okay. So they're gonna cook like they normally would in the oven. They're just gonna cook much faster, right, with the convection. Right.
I just heard the beeping, so we've come up to temperature. So I'm just gonna open it up while it's on, or I can just do this, put it on pause. All right. So let's load this up. How do you do with the potatoes?
So I just
jam them in there?
No, okay. So in the air fryer, we need room, right? The air has to move around. So you don't want to, no matter what you're cooking, you don't want to jam. And the air fryer is a little basket. This part comes out, right? And it sits above, like there's room underneath it. It's not sitting directly. The food's not sitting on the bottom. That's how the convection works, right?
I've never even taken that feature out. I've just always like...
Yeah, no, that's because you don't clean it. Yeah. All right, so we're going to put in some baked potatoes. So you should be able to get 4 in there.
Okay. With the holes?
Yeah, with the holes. I just face the holes up. I don't think it matters. The pan is very hot, so be careful, right?
So we've got our 4 potatoes loaded in here. All right, so I'm going to set the timer here for 30 minutes. So what do you look for at 30 minutes then?
So at 30 minutes, I take them out, and just like when you cook a baked potato in the oven, I cut a slice in the top, and I kind of squeeze the ends softly. And if it just kind of collapses, you know, like the ends come together and it opens up, right, it's ready, right?
Yep.
If I have any force on that where I'm having to really press hard, it needs 10 more minutes.
Okay. All right. So before we go any further, I do want to ask: are you going to put a link for this in the video? Because I could see if you have little helpers that like, any kind of character will kind of help you get help in the kitchen, and that's always good.
And that's why we got it, because I
Okay.
don't want to clean up the table.
All right. See you in 30 minutes. All right. Welcome back. You heard the beep on the air fryer, so we know we're gonna now. It's time to test if it's done, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna show us how to do that.
Yeah, let's pull one of these babies out and just stick them right here and I'll cut it open. Alright. So I'm just gonna cut across the top here. Alright. And then I never tell it's done. And I just make these two little slits here. Ouch. That's hot.
I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear the crispiness. So.
Yeah, the skin is definitely crispy. And then I just press here, right? And it should open just like that.
So it looked like it's definitely done. If you pushed on the ends of the potato and it didn't bend very easily, put it in some more.
10 more minutes.
10 more minutes.
Right, right. So one of my favorite meals is the potato itself, and then I've got my the cashew-based cheese, the nacho cheese we made in one of the other videos. We'll put a link to that above. I just pour that baby on right here. All right. And then I take some chives I just cut up. I got some dried chives too, but I'm just going to put a little bit of chive on here, right? And I mean, that's a meal for me right here. So how good does that look?
All right, so we already heard how crispy it was when you cut into it, right?
Yeah, so if you're not oil-free, right? The way I used to cook this is we would just rub some olive oil on the outside, right? And then we would sprinkle some sea salt on it and throw that in there. That is really good, all right? That's a great way to cook a potato. We're just trying to avoid the oil. If you're not oil-free and this oil's not a problem for you, go ahead and oil the outside. Throw it in the air fryer. The air fryer is a great way to cook it. I don't miss the oil. I just eat it the way. I mean, I love potatoes. I would just eat these dry with nothing.
Why don't you try it?
So let's give it a shot here. So good. I absolutely love potatoes. I eat potatoes in anything, at any time, anywhere. I love potatoes. And this is delicious with the nacho cheese on it, the vegan nacho cheese, and the sprinkle of the chives.
All right, that's awesome.
So baked potato.
Yeah.
That's in the air fryer.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
All right, so one of our other Sunday afternoon meal preps is corn on the cob.
Yeah.
So I've shelled these already, washed them to get all the hair off, right? Or you can do it after it's cooked, take the hair off, but wash these. These are ready to go. Now, just like you said with the baked potato, you can rub some oil on it and then the salt. Right. Same thing with the corn.
All right, so what do we do here?
Okay. So the same thing. Let's remove the rest of these potatoes here.
Let's throw them right up.
So the temperature for the potatoes we had at 390, correct?
Right, that's
We're just going to keep that same temperature for the corn, okay? Again, probably 4 pieces in here. Again, not scrunching it. I want the air fryer to have room in it. So total cooking time on this should be about 10 to 12 minutes. So we're going to set it for 5 minutes, and at that time we'll hit the alarm, and I'll turn it over or rotate it a little bit. You can see the color distribution, but anyway, we'll stop at that point, show you where we're at, and then put it on for another 5 minutes. So timer. There's our 5 minute mark. All right, let's take a look at it and see where we're at in this process. All right, you can see we're at that 5 minute mark. There's a little bit of drying going on, a little bit of browning here. There we've got a few, so again, we're just turning this over. There we go, let's put this back. All right, we're gonna set the timer for 5 more minutes.
So we just do 5 minutes, we'll keep turning until they look at the brownness that we want?
Yeah, yes, we're at 5 minutes.
So what are we looking for here?
So see this starting to color right there?
Yes.
That's what I'm looking for. This is done enough. Looks good, what do you think?
Yeah, so we're just gonna store this. At some point we'll cut it off, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna put this in, and what's next?
We're gonna do the falafel next.
Excellent.
It's like 3 videos in one here. Such a good bargain today.
Falafel balls.
Alright, so the falafel balls, we made these weeks ago and threw them in the freezer. So let's open this up.
Okay.
And what we want to do is kind of push them back together, right? Because they are kind of soft. All right.
Okay.
So I'll let you put them in there. That one's done. All right. So the falafel we're going to cook at the same temperature, 390.
Yep. And for about 15 minutes. Now, do you ever turn these?
I
halfway?
don't. So no, because the air is rotating, they're fine.
Okay.
Although we do turn the corn, so I don't know. I don't turn these. They should be ready in about 15 minutes, and they'll be golden brown, crispy, crunchy on the outside, and soft on the inside. All right. So let's give that a go and set it for 15 and see what we get.
15 minutes is up, so the falafel balls should be ready.
Should be ready. So I've got a little rice pilaf here that, well, it's just, oh, those look perfect.
So you can see, I can't even squeeze it. They're pretty crispy. So this air fryer does do a good job making things crispy.
Yeah, these are nice and brown right here, right? All right, so
I mean, honestly, are these too brown, Joey, or what?
Well, let's find out. We'll cut into it, and we'll know as soon as we cut into it. But I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe they're perfect for me. So as long as they're not overcooked.
I have to be honest. I don't really eat these that much. So this is one of your lunch
Yeah,
go-tos.
just I don't put all this on here. Just throw it on that side here. All right, so I'm just going to squeeze a little homemade tahini sauce over here. All right, and we'll just give this a shot right here.
Anyway, I don't normally eat this. This is your go-to lunch thing, right?
I love falafel.
Okay.
And the rice is just our brown rice video that we have, our recipe. I've got some peas and corn in here, but it's just brown rice. Let's give this a shot. All right, see what I got there.
Now that's crispy.
It's crispy. You can see the inside. The inside's nice and soft, though. Oh, very hot. Woo.
But flavor.
Very good.
Okay.
Give it a shot.
I'm a little bit more of a sauce guy.
Probably could be a little less cooked, right? So maybe for 10 to 12 minutes?
I love that we showed that this can actually get something really crispy if that's what you're looking for. So if you're making those faux chicken nuggets or tater tots, they actually will crispy up.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't use oil on this. This is the air fryer,
No,
right?
this sauce
And this is cooked, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's brown on the outside. So we didn't miss the oil at all.
Awesome. Well,
All right, so 3 recipes this week. The corn, the potatoes, and the falafel for the air fryer. So if someone asks you, hey, what's an air fryer? You can tell them, hey, it's a little convection oven, right?
Hey! I don't suppose you have any mac and cheese in there?
All right, hopefully you liked this video. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so we can keep making videos for you, and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear what you have to say.
yeah, we definitely get back to you on that. And if there's something you want us to try, or with the air fryer, or either in our next video, leave a comment about that. I know that you go through all the videos. You will comment as well.
Absolutely.
If there's any questions. Okay. Well, great, guys. Thanks for joining us.
We'll
Take
see
care.
you next time. There's a fly on the corner. What's that all about?